everyone, Animal Girl here, back with another edition of Movie Talk. And this week's movie is The Sound of Music. When a young woman named Maria becomes the governess for a retired naval captain's 7 children, she turns a house run as a military ship into one that is a true home. But the threat of the Third Reich casts a dark shadow upon Maria and her newfound family. Okay, highlights of the movie. This movie was made back in 1965 and is a musical drama that is based on a stage musical by the same name. Also, for those of you who are unaware, the von Trapp family, which is the family in the movie, was an actual family that lived in Austria during the time of the Third Reich. So this movie is somewhat based on a true story. Okay, things I loved about this movie. First off, I love the story. This is an amazing, wonderful story. It's a long movie. It's roughly about 4 hours long. So it is definitely a very long movie. I think when it was released in theaters, they had it broken up so people could kind of get up and stretch their legs and whatnot. But it is a long movie. When they released it on video, they had to split it between 2 VHS tapes, and I think they actually have to do the same thing with the DVD. They have to split it between 2 DVDs. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think they do, just because of the length of the movie. But still, it's a wonderful movie. It is a classic movie. They did do a remake of it. I have not seen the remake of it, but it is a wonderful movie. Every time it's on, if I can catch it from the beginning or as close to the beginning as I can get, roughly within the first 10 to 15 minutes of the movie, I will sit down and watch it, unless of course I have to be somewhere, in which case I won't, because I will get absorbed into it. But it is a wonderful movie, and it is a wonderful story as well. Secondly, I love the music. Now, it's called The Sound of Music. Even if it wasn't a musical drama based on a stage play, of course there would be singing in it. So, this has some wonderful songs in it, some of which you probably would know, including The Sound of Music, Doe a Deer, and I believe it's an Austrian Austrian love song called Edelweiss, but definitely, and my favorite things, but definitely kids would know Doe a Deer and My Favorite Things. Those are songs when I was in elementary school, we sang in music class, Doe a Deer and Favorite Things, because they're easy for kids to sing and whatnot. Lastly, I mentioned that this is based on a real family, and that's another thing I absolutely loved about this movie, is that it is based on a real family. And considering when the Third Reich took place, there wasn't a big time stretch between when the events of the movie actually happened and when the movie actually came out. So it was actually really close to the movie being made, was actually really close to the events of the movie, I think within a couple of decades of the movie. If for those of us who are there in world history, we know that the Third Reich was the Nazis that the Allied forces fought against in World War II, which was in the 40s. So about 30s, 40s, maybe even 20s is when this movie took place. Judging on the fact that they are not called the Nazis and they are just starting to take over parts of Europe, I would say it's probably not the 40s, more likely the 30s, maybe the 20s. I'm not 100% sure when the Nazis came into power, or when Hitler came into power and created the Third Reich. But I know it was probably within the 30s, most definitely in the 40s, but I think it started in the 30s and carried over to the 40s. But don't quote me on that. I'm not a history major. I remembered what I had to for history tests, and that was about it. But I did like that it is based on a real family. And also, I think the fact that I'm part Austrian myself on my dad's side also endeared the movie a little bit more to my heart, because it is part of my part of the culture of my family, being part Austrian to a degree. And the movie was filmed in Austria. All the outdoor scenes were filmed in Austria. The indoor scenes were filmed on sound stages in Hollywood, but all the outdoor scenes, the mountains, out in the villas, out on the land around the villa, in the towns and everything, that was all filmed in Austria. And fun fact, you can go to the villa or the city that the movie took place in and actually see the places where the movie was filmed. Okay, cast. This movie had a great cast of actors. Now, I only focused on the Von Trapp family, the family friend of the Von Trapp, and the two family friends of the Von Trapp family. One being a friend of Captain von Trapp, and one being, I guess you could say, a friend of Maria's. So I'm going to let you read through those. Okay, now this is the part of the video where I would usually put forth the question that had to do with the movie in some way, shape, or form. But due to lack of interest in the question of the week, I decided to forgo that. If you'd like me to pick, I may at some point in time reconsider the question of the week, but at this point in time, due to the fact that I have been getting little to no response to the question, I have decided to suspend it for the time being, not just with movie talk, but also with TV talk. But you can feel free to leave your comments and questions in the comments section. I do love to read those, and I will try to answer as many questions as I can. Just please keep in mind, I do work and I do have other projects that I focus my attention on. It's not just these videos. So if I don't get to a question or to your question right away, don't get too upset. I will get to it at some point in time. I promise, just, keep them nice questions, please. Also, please like and subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube, or like and share if you're watching on Facebook. And feel free to follow me on Tumblr, Instagram, Twitter, Wattpad, and DeviantArt. I do have my name for those 5 sites right there on the screen, as well as the pictures I use for the icons. Please note, all pictures seen within this video belong to their respective artists. I own absolutely nothing. Also, I will have the links for those 5 sites in the comment section if that makes it easier for you guys to find my pages on those particular websites. Okay, quick reminder on my comment rules. Feel free to check out my other movie talk videos. My movie talk special editions. And my other videos. Okay, before I sign off, a couple of things I'd like to touch on. This first one is for my YouTube subscribers, and that is that TV Talk is going, or basically all my videos are going to have a dual posting with the exception of my music videos. They will be posted both to my Facebook page and my YouTube channel. Now, if you'd like to check out any of the backlog videos, particularly with TV Talk, that are not on YouTube, you can check them out on my Facebook page. The link will be in the description section. And just to make it a little easier on you guys, here is a list of all the TV shows I've either done TV Talk videos on or I'm currently doing TV Talk videos on. Okay, this next one is for my Facebook friends, and that is that all of my older videos are on YouTube, and the majority of my videos, with the exception of Movie Talk, Fanfic Corner, Book Talk, Top Favorite, and a select few Movie Talk Special Edition videos and TV Talk videos will be posted to YouTube. I will post the links for anything that is not posted to directly Facebook to Facebook, but if you're having any problems viewing any of those links, you can feel free to check them out on my YouTube channel. I will have the link for that in the description section. As always, thank you for watching and have a very nice day.